Warning! The following show may contain strong language, as well as other content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show may also contain spoilers for any and all anime and manga, so please ensure you check the description below for the relevant spoiler warnings. Thanks for watching, Olga.
DK. Shout out to Diddy Kong. The peanuts are flying.
The peanuts are flying. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Simon, better known as Vacant, and welcome to the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour Podcast, episode 90. 90.
Oh, man.
Woo!
9 zeros on this episode. We've made it so far, and we are so old.
So old. 9 zeros would be 10 billion?
It'd be a lot.
100 million?
Just 1 billion.
1 billion would be 9 zeros. There you go. Someone who's actually intelligent knows the answer. No offense, Manimal.
Well, I mean, if we did like second-long podcasts, I think we could theoretically reach 9 billion episodes.
9 billion? I don't think people are alive for 9 billion seconds.
I don't.
Let's check with the boffins.
Boop, 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 boop.
I don't think
excuse
so.
me, Boffins, do you have the information?
Hey, I'm Boffins, and I don't have my calculator ready. I'm sorry, fellas.
Shucks. That's unfortunate. But this isn't unfortunate. It's episode 90. Oh, man.
Woo! There is 86,400 seconds within a day. So, potentially a billion. But anyway, enough of a billion. We're not on a billion episodes. We're on 90. The year I was born, it was a good year.
Episodes.
Good old 1990. As I've said,
This whole episode is about Vacant's first year of life. I have his baby book here, and we're going to be looking through the photos of this fat kid with sausage fingers.
Oh, I was a gorgeous little baby, I was. When I walked out the womb, the doctor tried to
When you
slap my
walked out.
button. Oh yeah, I
It
walked
was a
out.
casual stroll, like any other day.
I came out, flipped my sunglasses off, and said, "Nurses, ladies, that ain't no umbilical cord, babies. Like that.
That's my love gun.
That's my love gun, pointed at you." And then they, I don't know,
And then they proceeded to slice.
question life.
And,
We don't
And
have
even,
episode 90!
for point of fact, 9 billion seconds is 285 years.
that. Whoa, he did the math.
Okay. I guess theoretically that cannot happen then.
No.
No.
Maybe 1 billion.
We'd get, and that was one episode per second, every second, for 285 years, ending sometime mid-April.
Well, then you gotta render and upload all those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd just be listening to one every second per second.
Yeah, maybe we
And
can't
it'd
do
just
that.
be like,
then.
hello, everyone. Welcome. That'd be pretty good. We should try that sometime.
Okay, sure. Or we can group them all
Yes.
together, all those seconds, and put them in one convenient recording for your consumption.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That'd
Has
be
that been done
better.
before?
No, but we're going to try it. Brave new frontiers will be explored.
Right on. Who's here?
Well, you are. Who are
Am
you?
I?
Who are you?
It's
Don't say Lego.
it's Dandon Derbis arising from the debris. It's the Manimal here, ready to jam and do things like that. It's gonna be a thrill, trill, and a or something like that.
Woo! It's the Manimal, back again. Then, to his left, is someone who wasn't here last time, or the last couple of weeks. He's been MIA. It's Coryn! Woo!
Hi guys, I have internet again. I'm home.
Yay! It's nice to be back in the first world with internet.
Yeah, it's weird how you move into a new place and there's physically nothing, but suddenly it feels more like there's something there when the internet's back.
Yeah.
Like you get that sense for the invisible airwaves going through, kind of filling the place with joy and love.
With radiance, joy, and access to porn.
Yeah! So much porn. I've been masturbating furiously for the last 24 hours.
You could just use your imagination before that. Imagination's a powerful tool, man.
Who wants that?
all my... I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say so. Never mind. Moving on. And finally, who is a person who's in between apartments at the moment, knee-deep in boxes and parcel tape and all that stuff? It's Nairbons.
Yeah, I am at the old place that still has internet because there's no internet at the new place yet.
Yeah.
But I does have all my computers and TVs and bed stuff, pots, pans. I moved all my food over there yesterday, so...
He's very hungry.
Oh, man.
I ate out before I came home to pack
Jesus
stuff.
Christ, why? Oh, God. Sorry, that's my phone.
It's okay.
It's my obnoxious text tone scares the shit out of me every time it goes off.
Yeah.
I thought you fell on a guitar.
That's what it sounds like, right? Oh, God.
Yeah, please don't fall on a guitar. That could be very painful, depending on which end.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But hey, who are you? Wait, you already said who you are.
I'm Simon, better known as Vacant. I was born, this is my baby shower. I guess? It wouldn't be a baby shower.
The Vacant baby shower. We're going to be using some Hello Hydration and, I don't know, Axe body wash or something.
Yeah, Lynx over here it's called, not Axe. It ain't Axe over here, it's Lynx.
Oh.
It's called Lynx.
Interesting.
Yep. Lynx.
Well, I guess since it's episode 90, we got to know a few good albums from 1990. But I don't have 10, but I have a few good ones. That would include Primus, Frizzle Fry, Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, Judas Priest, Painkiller, Megadeth, Rust in Peace, Ride, Nowhere, Fugazi, Repeater, The Breeders, Pod, and the best album from 1990, Sonic Youth, Goo.
Woo! Well, that was very good. I'm glad that you came prepared with some albums from 1990. Because we need that shit.
I'm actually recognizing these albums now.
Hey, because they're from the 90s. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Hajime no Ippo started. The manga started this year.
Maybe. Not the show. That started in 2000.
I'm going to Google.
Pretty sure the show started in 2000 or 1999 or something like that.
Yeah, it was later.
By the way, everybody who hasn't seen that show should watch that show immediately because it's freaking great.
Why is it so hard to find this out? Why is it not just telling me?
Because I want to tell you.
I'm going on Ippo Wikia. Fuck this shit. Right, anyway, I'm just going to go on blind faith. I am, sure. I'm right. Why not?
How long until there's the happy hour wiki?
Do we
Till
need
someone
one?
pays for the domain.
By the way, shout out to everybody who makes the wiki pages and you do good work, you people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Thanks for helping me beat Bloodborne. Fextra life.
Yeah. Thanks for all the research and stuff that can be done. Persona Wikia, that's a big one. Big props to that one. Bleach
Big
Wikia.
props.
I used to visit a lot of the time. That was always good.
Big properties to everybody who does this.
Bleach Wiki is no longer as active as it used to be. Now the manga and anime have finished. Surprise, surprise.
Though one would hope finally accurate.
You'd hope so. You'd hope the many predictions have been replaced with shit. They're pretty fleshed out, to be fair. I mean, whoever...
They're all very excited to add a few more footnotes for, this is what happens in that weird book that came out later.
Hey, that book's gonna save the rest of the series.
Save the world.
Don't you even... It's got Shuhei in, it's gonna be all good. You know, we're gonna find...
shoes? I love shoes.
It's got Shu in. It's actually the main character. It's from the point of view...
I hate when they shoe in characters. Oh my god.
It's from the POV of Ichigo Shoes. It's a bit of weird battle manga, but, you know, we'll see how it goes.
That's I've seen stuff like that on DeviantArt.
You've seen what? Stories from the point of view of
So, how was your week,
shoes?
Vacant? How was your week?
How was my week? Well, it's been okay. I didn't, unfortunately, finish Persona 5 or catch up on as much anime as I anticipated because I have been doing
in Kraken bottle boxer binge.
I didn't, because I've been busy deep cleaning because, you know, I'm going to be moving myself in a few months and a spring clean is good an opportunity as any.
You're all...
I'm so close on Persona. I'm so close. I finished the last dungeon. but there's going to be something after. Don't want to say anything because of spoilers. But nah, I'm so close. But I've realized...
I'm so excited to talk about it with you because I almost fucked up the last time.
I've realized what's going to happen, though. It's going to be the same thing that happens in the last couple, where it's like, here's the main bad guy, and then, here's insert deity who's responsible for stuff. I'm sure that's still going to happen, but we'll find out.
That moment of, I hope you're leveled up because you have one day to finish the last dungeon. SP becomes very precious about the end of it. Yeah.
No, I just grabbed a bunch of lobsters and I kept casting spells on it and then I finally beat it.
That's okay then. I'm glad.
It was so accomplished when I could finally wear the dragon armor and have the dragon sword and everything.
There is a very funny scene with lobsters in that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't you remember the fishing island? You get swordfish and everything.
You get to fish. You can fish there. Anyway.
There's fish.
In a way, I feel disappointed that you didn't have your binge day vacant.
I'm sorry.
I feel a little hint of disappointment.
I'm disappointed that I didn't, and unfortunately I had to do more boring stuff. But never mind, because you know what I did binge? I binged some wrestling. NXT and Backlash was here, and can I just say, spoilers for wrestling, Backlash, if anyone gives a fuck, who they don't. But pigs have flown, hell has frozen over, motherfucking Jinder Mahal, who's no longer, don't hinder the Jinder, because he is the world champion. WWE, motherfucking, he's the 50th champion in that.
Did that make you intoxicated?
It made me question reality. I'm trying to think of like a good analogy for this because it's sort of like, okay, Dragon Ball Z. Is it
like if the Maple Leafs won the cup?
It's like if the Maple Leafs won. Yeah, they won the cup and then they went and won like the Olympic gold medal for hockey and shit. Like they were the best in the world. It'd be like in Dragon Ball Z if motherfucking Yamcha, after all is said and done, in Super right now, Yamcha steps up and goes, yo guys, I got this, I've been training, and then whoops everybody's asses and is stronger than Goku. In fact,
that's a good underdog story.
Yamcha. Shouts it. But
I mean, I'd like to see Yamcha relevant again. I always liked Yamcha. He had a cool haircut.
Do you know what? Yamcha was always my favorite. But
I did get a moment of DB Super spoiled for me where Krillin kicks everyone's ass, and I really want to see that in context now.
Oh my god. That's impossible. No way.
Yeah.
I remember there was one video game, GBZ video game for like the Game Boy Advance that was like a 2D fighter thing, where basically if you could play each character and they have a story and it's split up in like alternate timelines. If you played Krillin, like Frieza, I think kills everyone, and then Krillin just becomes super powered, murders like Frieza and then Cell and then Majin Buu.
That's awesome.
Because Krillin kicks ass. That's who his name. Fucking Nam was his name. I was trying to think of the Hindi dude from Dragon Ball. It'd be like if he came back out of nowhere. Not because they're both Asian dudes, but like, you know, he's a good...
I mean, they all are?
It's just so, like, out there in left field. I don't know, it's baffling my brain, but I like that they've done it just for the fact... It's kind of like, you know, Donald Trump was a meme and then it became real. That was a meme, him winning the belt, and then it became real. You've memed yourselves into a reality, unfortunately.
That's like whenever I see DJ Khaled at an award show and I'm like, what is this meme doing here?
Guys, it's permeated into real life.
Honestly, the first time I ever saw him on like an award show, I was like, wait, he's actually a person who's like real? He's actually like a real musician that like is on the charts? Are you kidding? You know, because I only knew him from H3. I was surprised.
He's making it.
Because you see him in one award show and you think that's weird, but you see him in the next award show and you just think another one.
I just watched the Billboard Awards and it was pretty boring. Nothing exciting happened as usual.
Yeah.
Frickin' Cher though, best grandma.
Nothing's real. Yeah, award shows are pretty boring normally, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, there was the Brit Awards a couple of years ago, where Madonna, like, as part of an elaborate performance, she went up a bunch of stairs and she had a really long cape on. Did anyone see that clip where she had the cape on?
Yeah, that's the classic.
And she was trying to undo the cape, but she didn't get it done in time, and the guy just assumed she had, so he went, "Yoop," and yanked it, and then she went tumbling down them stairs. Old Marge did, but, she was okay.
Old Marge? Is that what people call her?
Just old Madonna. Old Madge.
Janet's better than her, and always was.
Janet. Fuck Janet. I ain't got no time on this show for Janet.
I'll fight you.
Come on then, Dervis.
I'll fight you. I'm Dan Don Dervis. I'll fight you.
I swear to Christ, you are one chicky cunt, mate. I'll hook you in the gabber. I'll swear on me nan. Anyway,
that sounds good.
How was your week?
I didn't do anything exciting. Made some songs. Sat around. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's how it's gonna go now.
I did.
I literally have nothing to say.
I forgot to mention, I went for the first time ever to an Italian restaurant to see off my sister. She's gone off to a summer camp in America for a few months in Missouri or somewhere. I don't know.
Missouri.
Missouri, I think. I don't know. Somewhere. Mississippi, Missouri, somewhere like that. Get on with them. Anyway. First time ever in an Italian restaurant. Maybe it's just this one I was in, but boy, they were overpriced. And it was pretty shitty. But the one highlight was the fact that the waitress who we had, I couldn't look off the fact that she sounded exactly like Alpha from Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers. Exactly like her. Because I was like, that voice is strange. Hello, what do you like? I can't do it. I'm not even going to attempt.
What if it was her?
Maybe it was. Maybe she was trying to recruit us. Like, she was like, are these teenagers that
I had a thought. What if, years ago at a Zeller's, Carly Rae was the cashier, and, I had no idea. Somehow, out of all the circumstances, and I was like, what if you've met people like that?
Before they were famous? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but you've just walked by them,
I mean, I think there's a lot of people right now who in a couple years are going to realize that kid they went to high school with is the new pop star.
Yeah.
That's always interesting when you see the yearbook pictures and stuff like that, eh?
Yeah.
20 years from now, I'm going to point friends and family at that weird old podcast I did with the Dan Don Dervis.
The Dan Don Dervis of Dan Don Dervis band fame.
Getting in on the ground floor before he goes big time.
It's going to be like Entourage, but full of nerds.
Onto weeps. I can see it now. It's going to be good. He's got a panel at this one.
Oh boy.
But yeah, alpha waitresses. They were it was very strange. But I enjoyed it at the same time. A pleasant memory. But Coryn, how have you been? Where have you been? We've missed you.
I've been moving, and then I didn't get on the internet. I read a bit. And then I went to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And that was good. And now I'm back. We'll have to do an after hours about Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Soon, while it's still fresh in our minds.
Naz alluded to it, which I guess, how was your week?
The same.
Moved and grooved, and then went to Oklahoma City.
Yep.
We will be doing another after hours. It seems the only after hours we ever do are inspired by visits to strip clubs, so maybe we should change the name.
It's a good name. We just need to do actually do them sometimes.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know what the after hours is, it's a more adult-themed happy hour, if that's possible, because there's not really any restrictions on the happy hour as it is. So, but it's fun. It's, just some fun shit.
We try to keep the normal happy hour something you can listen to at work and not be worried your headphones are going to come out.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes that falls by the wayside, but yeah, we try to keep it more PG-ish. And, TV-14 would be the rating that we are, I'd say. I'd wager. Although I'm pretty certain I've said cunt a few times already. Sorry if that...
I mean, if it's just audio, wouldn't that be the normal rating? Because you're only getting the sound of it.
I mean, you can make some audio pretty bad now.
Ratings are just made up anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Yeah. It's okay. We've got a parental advisory on iTunes. It's fine. I've made it, made everyone aware. We have a little bumper at the beginning of the YouTube video talking about strong language and shit, so we're okay. We are clear. But yeah, look forward to an after hours. And because I don't know what's happened yet. Neither does Manimal, to my knowledge, so we are especially excited to find out what it is.
I was there.
You were there? Oh shit, Dan Darvis on tour with the lads? Look.
I didn't tell them, though. I didn't tell them.
Oh, you were working there. Oh, that's even more awkward. Right, hands up who got a strip club.
Don't tell anyone that.
Sorry. Who got a dance from Dan Derviston?
Coryn did, but he didn't know.
I hope they weren't Dan Derviston.
I sure hate when they Dan Dervis.
I'm trying to think, which one was Dan Dervis? I guess it would be the one with the penis.
The one...
That does kind of narrow it down in hindsight.
In hindsight, but at the
Put
time...
a Kiss t-shirt on.
He was actually that... It was actually that person hiding in the tree in the corner. We just kind of ignored him, but that makes a lot more sense now.
Now
I did get a lap dance by a tree and Kiss makeup.
Yeah, of course.
It was a long
I didn't
night.
pay for it. I think I just kind of fell into it, and it was a magical experience, I have to say.
It was the snow halation moves on your lap. Actually, I don't even know the moves from like any Love Live number. The choreography is not the most memorable.
Well, if you learn those moves, one day you'll be able to do it in the local strip club without wearing a tree costume. You'll be okay. People will pay for you.
Oh. Okay.
It'll be Magic Dervis XL.
Nice. That doesn't work at all.
It doesn't.
It should be Dynamic Dervis.
Dynamic Dervis. I'd watch it.
Dynamic Dervis live.
Couldn't Channing Tatum be in it? Make a cameo?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
He's not Dervisy enough.
I was going to say I didn't realize you had enough
Owen Wilson is going to be in it instead.
Oh, fucking Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Sure.
Anywho, on to some news. I'm going to hit you now with... I'm going to hit these rapid fire, these quick ones here, because, whatever. Manimal, you've watched My Little Monster, haven't you?
I read it.
You've read...
Well, not all of it. I have all of it, but I've read only 3 volumes.
Okay. Well, guess what? There's a new live-action film coming out of it next year.
That's... okay.
Pardon me. Are you interested?
No.
I've not watched it.
I mean, I don't watch live-action movies like that,
Well, guess what? There's a new live-action film out. Woo!
There's some that I flipped through that I found interesting, such as I'm not going to talk about them, actually.
Okay.
But, it's always interesting to see how they portray the characters. I think the Kimi no Todake one had an actress that looked kind of like Sawako, but I don't know. I gotta kind of speak. They do this a lot. By the way, one thing that was amazing on the Billboard Awards, this is unrelated, but a K-pop group actually won an award.
Really?
And I was like, what the shit is this? That never happens. Asians never win awards on any of these shows, And yeah, it was like literally a K-pop group that won. I was like, whoa. Oh my god, it's BTS. I'd never listened to them or anything, but they won like some kind of viral award or something, but I was like, oh my god. I just saw that happen,
Yeah. No,
that was cool.
That's strange that it's getting acknowledged. That's the power of the internet, that is.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's actually like some kind of step towards something.
Yeah.
Everywhere else in the world likes American music, but Americans only like English music. You know how it goes.
Other than Gangnam Style, Psy made a big impact in our hearts.
Again, only because of the video, but yeah.
Praise be to Brother Psy. He's made a new song, hasn't he, with the pen pineapple person in it?
Yeah, the pen pineapple guy's badass.
Yeah. I never really got that
cool.
one. I wasn't on board with that one that as much. I was like, I get it.
Cool. I think he's cooler, personally.
He was a cool guy. Like, I don't mind the guy, but I don't know. Thoughts on the pen pineapple dude?
They'll join the hallowed halls of the Macarena guys. We made a hit single that wasn't in English.
Not even a nice single either. I didn't know that the words of the Macarena were all about cheating while your boyfriend's in the army with two lads. I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you translate it, she's talking about why her boyfriend's been drafted into the army. She's talking up two guys to come back home and, rail her.
Personally, I thought the lyrics for that song were "Cool, Racha, hey Macarena."
Lego Maestro, come, hey Macarena. Come back to us. We love you. We miss you. Hey! That's always the bit that everyone knows. They just go, hey Macarena. Hey! Is it hey?
Usually when I hear the Macarena, I'm drunk at a wedding, so...
Yeah, that's a quintessential wedding song. Oops, Upside Your Head and Macarena. And Grease Medley, because, people love that shit. But yeah, Black Lagoon. The manga has returned. It is now being serialized once again in a magazine called Sunday GX, which I'm assuming is a Japanese one. But yay
They're
for
still
more Black
making
Lagoon.
that series.
Yes, after a hiatus. So yay, I like Black Lagoon. Thumbs up for more. Hopefully that means more anime down the line. Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I highly doubt that. That's definitely... I mean, Roberta's Blood Trail is awesome, but I don't think anything else is going to happen.
In a few years, you never know. Because it's never too old, as many a show has proven. It's never too old to...
Metal
really...
Panic 4?
Exactly. There you go. And also, one to appeal to you. This is... I debated whether to include this, because I had no idea about this fucking shit. But just the fact that it exists. The Moe Game Awards 2016 names the champion of the genre. I did not know there was a Moe Game Awards.
Okay, who's the champion?
Yeah, that's the important part.
Wagamama High Spec.
Wagamama, what?
Are you freaking kidding me? That's a stupid short that was absolute garbage. What kind of stupid award show is this? They were it's like the worst characters. They had like nothing to them at all. They were just copy and paste. What the shit?
They actually do look like copy and paste. They just have different hair colors.
They look like stock images.
Is this awards for 2016?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch High School Fleet by chance? Did you guys watch New Game by chance? Like, what is this shit?
I mean, I think they're going off the game.
Yeah, it's games. Moe Game Awards.
Oh, games. Well, that was a game, to be fair, so I can't necessarily judge it.
Apparently, it's
That was a freaking... It was so dumb, because it was kind of like made up to be a joke, like... The main character was going to be a character, and they kept talking about how he's going to be a character, but then he was never... It was dumb. It sucked.
He's going to be relevant. He's going to be fleshed out.
Well, they kept making a joke at the end of every episode, like, he's going to be in the next episode, and then he wasn't.
They were just trolling the audience.
I don't remember what show, if it was that or Panda Piece that had live-action clips at the end of it. I'm thinking it was Panda Piece that actually had, like, the voice actresses making stuff.
Was that the bread thing?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if it was Panda Piece or it was some series that had two voice actresses, like, baking something. Might have been that series.
There was the marshmallow recipes at the end of...
That's what I'm thinking
Marshmallow.
of. Oji Santa Marshmallow. That's what
yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And this season, I know that Rice anime has a bunch of, like, at the end of every episode, it's, hey, here's some recipes with rice.
Okay,
you can try cooking them at home.
That's good. Yeah. Can we have a Manimal Moe Awards at the end of this year? We will actually do end of year awards as well.
For this year, it hasn't been... I mean, I guess Kobayashi has Moe in it, but that's it.
Well, we still got the spring and fall seasons to go, so we'll find out.
Then we have New Game. So, New Game 2. See, it's hard to classify Moe sometimes, though, because I don't necessarily feel that Love Live is Moe.
No.
I mean, it doesn't have the same aesthetic to it, you know.
I know what you mean. It has, like, some elements in it, but I wouldn't class that as a genre of it.
Oh, no, it's definitely not. But I don't know.
Like, Moe is its own genre, but...
Yeah.
Love Live is
I find that Moe is, like, the kind of genre that, like, totally sucks most of the time, but obviously something like K-On! Is masterful. It's beyond masterful. I've talked about it many times. But there's a lot of other series where it just sucks. Like it gets too much on the cutesy side and where it's so forced and contrived that it's just painful to watch.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But,
also something did happen. I forgot. My old laptop. I was playing the drums, recording a song. I'm an idiot, so sometimes I put my laptop on my floor tom, because easy access when I'm recording a track. Rip the Barry Goldman laptop of 5 years, suffered a fatal drumstick wound, and right to the screen. Goodbye. Now I have a new laptop. It's better, and it has a touch screen, which is interesting. But yeah, it's not very exciting, but
That's pretty good. No, always nice to have an upgrade.
Yeah, and it's a thing. I'm currently looking at the Aquas picture as my desktop right now. It's kind of distracting, but you know how it goes.
I know how it goes very well. My work wallpaper on my screens is actually the cast of Kaon dressed as trees with Kiss makeup on. So it's a niche fetish, but I've heard
it's niche, but there are people who like stuff like that all the time. There's always people who like stuff like that.
I've heard the strip clubs that cater to it, so it's all good. Oh, good?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Dude, I wish.
Like, people need to represent more often stuff like this, don't they?
Do you think there's a furry strip club? I know this is really unrelated, but...
what would they be taking off?
Well, no, they'd be in the furry suit and they'd have layers. Like, imagine Chuck E. Cheese. It'd be a Chuck E. Cheese striptease. You'd take like these little...
No, don't make me think of Rule 34 Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, yeah,
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. No, Charles Entertainment Cheese. He's gonna come in with like some nice parachute pants, purple top, and go from there.
I've just googled Chuck E. Cheese now.
Are you guys amazed that his name is actually Charles Entertainment Cheese? Like, that is like phenomenal.
That is the first time I've heard that, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
His middle initial is Entertainment.
Chucky Entertainment Cheese. Just
Charles
in case you didn't know.
Entertainment Cheese.
Oh, Lord. So he can say entertainment is my middle name.
Dumb.
I love the fact that his name is like, it's like, because they recently redesigned the character. Well, not recently, a few years ago, and they gave him this like really shitty. Well, actually, it looks more 90s than the original Chuck E. Cheese. He looks more like a mouse, and he's holding like a guitar. He looks really dumb. Actually, no, he doesn't look. Well, Chuck E. Cheese cannot get more 90s because he has the purple and green, and he has like the skater look with like the hat and those gloves and everything. But this new Chuck E. Cheese,
he was parent friendly because that old Chuck E. Cheese wore like a helmet and pads on every piece of his body.
That's true. Yeah, then the newer Chuck E. Cheese looks like a reject from Alvin and the Chipmunks, those remakes or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
I know we're getting really off topic, and I apologize, but did anyone see the advertisement for a Persona 5 orgy at Anime Central this year?
I saw that.
Can I just read?
Sounds cool.
I haven't got the full thing because it's a screenshot from Twitter, but it's got the most relevant part. And it's, hello fellow Congoers and happy ACEN. Me and my pals are planning to have a Persona 5 themed orgy this Saturday night, May the 20th, 2017. Persona 3 and 4 cosplayers are welcome, but we'd like to keep this orgy as Persona 5 focused as possible.
Me and my pals.
What
kind of pals?
On the other hand, Persona 1 and 2, mainline SMT, Devil Survivor, Devil Summoner, or any other core SMT bullshit will not be allowed because nobody cares about that
How could you
outdated,
specify things like that? Do you really think that
bullshit.
people are going to be fucking swarming to this? Like, you can't put limitations on stuff like that. You're going to get, like, at most one
You're going to get
person.
you and your pals.
I want to go to that, but dressed as Demi Fiend from Shin Megami Tensei 3 and just start yelling, "You fucking casuals! Play a real SMT game!"
Damn.
Who's going to turn up? I want to go.
Oh my god. It would just be guys, most likely, that turn up.
What if you showed up dressed as the cock demon?
If you come as Mara, just in the chariot. Okay, guys, I'm ready. I mean, those guys are... I really want to know a follow-up. I want to know if that happened. Like, because surely people went just to see what's going on. I applaud the attempt, is all I'm saying. I mean, you know, if they wanted to score some cosplaying girls, fair enough, but yeah.
I like that it's me and my pals, though. That's what gets me.
So
about
they've
it.
already got the core cast. Okay, I'm Ryuji. You're the MC.
Can you imagine these guys sitting around like, all right, I have an idea. You know?
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't particularly want to have an orgy that involves my friends. I feel like that's too personal.
That's what I'm
Me
saying.
neither.
That's
Me
why it's
neither.
weird.
I love you all, but I don't want to have an orgy around you.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
know. That makes it
I want to
weird.
make sure you guys are having a good time, but I don't want to have to make eye contact with you while that's happening. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Maybe with the lights out. I don't know, actually, because if the lights are out, then
It's less dangerous.
it's
No,
potentially more...
This isn't episode 91. We can't do that yet.
Oh. It's potentially more dangerous.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but yeah, okay.
Because, you know, friendly fire could be taking place. Anyway, let's move on from this.
Friendly fire.
Let's go
I
away
like
from the Persona 5.
I like it.
And let's move on to some sad news for long-time shonen fans. Fairy Tail is confirmed to be ending in 10 chapters. The curse of Podkai strikes again, because me and Lego were talking about doing fucking Podtai, the weekly manga recap of Fairy Tail, and it is
We're gonna go to
ending.
Thai restaurants and review the food on Pod Thai.
We are unfortunately, it's sad times, like I was saying, you know.
do like a good 10-episode series.
2015, Naruto ended. 2016 was the end of Bleach, and now 2017 we are saying goodbye to Fairy Tail. Does that
Seems so
mean...
soon.
What's up, sorry?
Seems so soon.
I know, it does seem soon. Because that was definitely the newest of all of the like weekly shonens.
Yeah.
Because it's not in the big three, so it's not quite as popular as like Bleach and Naruto, but it was up there. Like it was, you know, really, really up there. Like
It's inside the toilet bowl.
it's inside.
But it's not on the rim.
It's not on the rim. It's right in there. It's in there. If it was an orgy, it'd be in the center. Like it's right near there.
But I think, like, is someone finally gonna die in this series? Like, no.
Someone potentially has, but chances are they're gonna be
It's
okay.
Fairy Tail, so there's gonna be a big resurrection. This is how Fairy Tail will end. There'll be a big fight. It will look like everyone's gonna die. Last second, big resurrection, big final freaking dragon super lightning form. Bam, wiped out. We're all happy. Battle's over. The end.
It's kind of already gone that way.
Oh.
Already. I mean,
Okay.
there's going to be the big battle, and then
Did Jalal and Urza? I can't speak. Did they
I know.
hook up at last?
not yet.
I mean, they had that one scene in the show, but you know.
Yeah, they've been teasing it. Like, obviously afterwards they're going to, but you know, at the moment there's not been
That
like
scene in the show actually was one of the best until Happy came in and was like, hey guys.
Yeah, you spoiled it. You ruined it. Goddamn Happy, what a little bitch.
Happy.
I fucking hate Happy.
Me too.
What a little arsehole he was.
Honestly, just not a good character at all.
Best thing about it is the later on it gets, the more characters there is, the less time they can devote to Happy. So
Don't you like it whenever Happy got mad and you tried to like take him seriously and he had like the big dramatic facial expressions, but again he's this stupid blue cat.
yeah, he's a little dumb cat with a cartoon face. It's like, shut the fuck up, Happy. I don't like
Yeah.
me. I ain't got time for Happy and Charla or Carla or whatever the fucking name was, who could turn into a
Although-
human. Where did that come from?
That's weird.
Yeah, they just decide, oh, actually, she can transform into a human when she wants to. But anyway, sad
Like
times.
I said, Wendy should just beat everybody.
Wendy should beat everybody.
That'd be my ending.
Just Wendy comes in and kicks everyone's ass.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. But
will-
yeah, I mean, and Vacant, like you're saying, One Piece is never gonna end.
Yeah, One Piece will never.
It's not ending.
I was saying on Twitter is the Ric Flair of long-running series when he was running around screaming, "I will never retire."
That's exactly what it is. Like it's not ending.
I'm
never-
not leaving.
It is my
I'm not
prediction
leaving.
that It is my prediction that we... Oh, you're trying to get revenge for last episode, are you, pal? No, it is my prediction that we'll never know what the One Piece is.
I'm not leaving either.
Well, I finished talking
Guitar
that.
noises. Now the shoes on the other foot.
God, yeah, but it's not because you're not using a real... Okay, I got you. I got you. Yes, I got you.
God.
I got you. But no, we'll never know what it is. That's my prediction.
Yeah, it's kind of been so long now. I don't think whatever he comes up with as the One Piece will never
probably
be
be
as
like
satisfying.
A wish, like a big, or maybe it'll be like a freaking gold coin or like a note that's like, have a good day.
Well, I just imagine it as a gold coin and just be like, it's the most valuable thing. So, oh yeah, you're all rich. Cool.
Honestly, it's probably just like some freaking pirate hat or like a coat or a flag or nothing. Dust.
Yeah, it's
Paper
not there.
I always figured it's just going to be an actual coin and then like a note saying, well, you are literally the best pirate on the planet now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of the point.
It's
By actually making it to the treasure, you have just become the best anyways and have all the money.
It probably will be disappointing.
Yeah, it's been so long that there's no way that he could possibly make it something that it's gonna surpass expectation. Because the longer
if
something
you build
goes,
something up for that long.
Yeah.
Like, there was an interview a long time ago where Oda said, could you imagine if I just pulled some shit like it was friendship all along? No, I'm not doing that. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's exactly
awesome.
it. That's exactly what it would be.
If it's a shonen, it's going to be a gold coin that will transform into a giant final boss. And then they'll fight the coin monster.
Maybe it'll be like the final enemy to fight, and if you beat him, then you are the best.
Yeah, that's more shonen. There we go. That's what we were after. You hit the stride
Speaking
there.
of shonen, I got the first volume of Dragon Ball Super. I haven't watched the series. I would like to, but so many episodes, I don't know. But anyways, they published the first volume here, and it's not made by Toriyama. He's writing it, but this guy has it's literally the exact same art style. I mean, there are noticeable differences, especially like how thin the lines are, but it's the same. Although some of the new characters look really dorky, but it's really sloppy. I found the pacing is bad. It's way too fast, and it starts off just recapping the last two movies, and I forgot about the Frieza movie, actually. I was like, wait, what happened in that movie? Oh yeah, they had blue hair for some reason, but that was okay. It's a simple story, simple setup to expand the universe, freaking more Garfield god cat things. But yeah, Dragon Ball Super, that's whatever. As for the spring season, I watched Sakura Quest, and that's it. That's a good show. They had a
It is
nostalgic feeling last episode, and it was good. It's just, it is the good show this season. Because for me, it's not plural. It's just the good show, But yeah,
there's not a lot this year.
No, not so far.
Or this season, sorry.
You could say this year, even. We'll see how it ends.
Yeah.
Well, especially
isn't
compared to...
Full Metal Panic coming out?
Actually, I think it might be delayed till next year. And I mean, again, like I said before, there's like a few series, but in terms of quantity, compared to last year and everything I finished, it's not the same, But, yeah, that's all I have to say.
I thought it'd been a pretty good season for my taste.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I haven't watched anything in 2 weeks, so I can't really comment on anything since the last time I was around.
I am up to date with Attack on Titan and...
Oh, wait, I watched some of... I caught up with Love Tyrant. I forgot. It's one of those shows that I kind of have to force myself to watch,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that interesting. As for this sort of tone change, again, that's obviously just to appeal. It's obvious with a character like that, there's lots of things you can do. So, like, whatever. I got that. I feel the character designs are really shit in this show. Except for Guri, who is a great design. The rest of them just look dumb, especially the pink-haired girl, I don't like the designs or art in this show very much.
Yeah.
See, I like both of those things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I think that like Guri is the only thing I like about that show.
Guri
You know?
has a real cool design.
I like her
Is
design.
Guri the angel chick one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Who will occasionally get like bald when she goes into
Yeah,
comic relief mode. That's
That's
weird.
really weird.
The amount of
Also,
transitions.
Hmm?
Go on, sorry, I was waiting for Corey.
No, I was gonna say
What?
that the
Oh, I thought
god
Coryn was saying something.
I was done.
Oh.
the meeting God, that bit was cool.
That was funny.
I actually watched that episode with Brian. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. Did
But
you?
I don't know. I don't not like the show, but I also don't particularly enjoy it.
Yeah,
a whole lot.
It's a seasonal show. Like one you keep up with
Yeah.
all season.
On and play guitar too.
Yeah. I really liked the ghost walk they did for the school. I don't know if you saw that bit.
Oh, yeah, that was amusing.
And like how many Western horror film references they fit into like a space of 30 seconds of just
And it
them.
starts with like the normal kind of beach episode too.
It was so weird. Yeah, it started on the beach. Obviously.
By the way, again, the art did not look good in those scenes. I found there was a lot of really dorky frames and everything there.
Yeah.
You know what? I recently watched, like, I think all of the first season in an evening because it was really good. It's a lot like Love Tyrant.
What?
Was The World God Only Knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good show.
I watched like 3 episodes of it. It was what I watched was good,
Yeah.
but it's too late. That was like back in 2013. Oh man.
What? Tim
We were all
Horton-
so young then.
What Tim Horton drink were you drinking then, Manimal?
Honestly, I probably was. 2013 was absolutely the era in which I got Tim's and watched shows. So it's an ice cap. It's always an ice cap, you know.
The Tim's era.
It's seasonal for me. So, about springtime, it's ice caps and then go back to cough.
Cough. I like how you just shortened coffee. Go back to cough, man.
That's what I say. I go back to the cough medicine,
That's the street name.
You got
Honestly,
some cough.
I think sometimes the cough medicine and stuff, I like the texture. So could there be like a drink which is akin to cough medicine that's just like water, it doesn't do anything, but it has like the same texture and everything?
Like syrup? Like cough syrup?
Yeah, but not like syrup. It's like you'd be gross if you drank
I
syrup.
mean, you're gonna need to add something to it.
Yeah, to make that
Yeah,
Sort of like a smoothie, kinda sorts.
that'd be
maybe?
interesting.
banana
Don't you
smoothie.
like it when you have to work a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
That sounded bad.
That's a metaphor for life, that is. But yeah, Love Tyrant's fine. Attack on Titan, Coryn, are you up to date with Attack on
I
Titan?
haven't seen shit for 2 weeks, man.
I will stum then about anything.
Yeah, I also.
Really fun.
The last thing I saw was Ymir dies. Spoilers for Attack on Titan.
I didn't even know that. Wait, yes, I did. Never mind, I did know that because it happened at the end of the episode. Yeah.
That was the last episode I saw.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. I did know that, or maybe she doesn't die. Probably.
Or maybe she
I
does
don't
die.
know.
Maybe
She closed her eyes really dramatically.
Yeah, but you know how these shows go, though. She'll just come back to life randomly, and
Yeah.
everyone will be like, "Oh, you're alive," and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm
That is a
tired
good
of-"
point because I don't know how Titans work.
Grr, I'm
It's
tired.
been fun reading the manga forum Twitter as they watch Attack on Titan
Yeah.
episode by episode, and you just, oh yeah, I remember when it was going like that, and I can't believe Eren died.
Yeah, you get
Oh,
to see the
he's
genuine reactions.
big.
Oh, he's big.
He's big now. He
I
is
don't
larger
think-
in size.
That's not verbatim, but I think that's the spirit of what they wrote.
Oh,
spirit.
Aaron died. Yeah. Check out the Manga Forum at Twitter, at the Manga Forum on Twitter. And also their episode, they did an Attack on Titan one, which was...
Who would win in a fight, Eren Yeager or Mick Jagger?
I'm going to say one is a
Check.
10-story tall monster.
And the other is Eren Yeager. Have you seen the fucking size of Mick Jagger's mouth? You tell me there's not like a pocket-sized Mick Jagger piloting him in the back of his spine
See, Mick Jagger is a special subspecies of human whose size is only limited by their oxygen intake.
Oh my god, yes.
I just got I can really see an Attack on Titan like artwork in the style of Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
I can really see him as a Titan.
That'd be amazing.
There's been the Freddie Mercury Titan, so there's no reason why there couldn't be in season 1. Oh man,
cool.
that'd be amazing.
That'd be good. That'd be a good tribute. Wait, well, would you say tribute because he's still alive? But
is he though?
A homage.
Can you honestly guarantee me that he's not just a flesh puppet?
Honestly, all the stones could be, for all we know. But, yeah. I can't guarantee you. But he just had a kid.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't he like
Not him
97?
He's not 97, he's like 70 something.
It's still working.
He looks 97.
I know. But yeah, that's kind of sad for the kid.
That's what the drugs do to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know. The kid's probably not going to have much interaction with his father for a long time, and that's sad, but also he's probably going to have a buttload of money.
That is also
at the very
true.
least.
It's not really that sad when you think about it.
That will
I'm sure
blow.
money is a perfect replacement for parents. I can't confirm that because I had parents and not lots and lots of money. But
honestly, it probably isn't, and that would just lead to some freaking jerk of a kid.
It's going to be one of those things in like 50 years. You'll never believe whose son is still alive.
Yeah.
Because like, we had like a president like 150 years ago whose grandson is still alive.
Oh.
Because he boned down at like age 70 and his kid boned down at like age 70.
Bone down.
Bone down. I like it.
That's good. Also, by the way, I had a terrifying nightmare where I was M-preg.
Are you a what?
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a terrifying nightmare, and it was one of those things where like I was convinced that it was real. Like, you know those dreams where you're like, oh my god, this is real, this is happening, and you wake up and you're like, oh thank god that's not real.
I'm not sure if you said M-preg as if you were the main protagonist, or M-preg as in impregnated.
Yes, that's what I said.
Wow. Dan Dervis expecting a child.
It was a real nightmare, let me tell you.
That would be kind of horrible. Like,
well, because like I was thinking in my head like what would actually happen, not considering that it's impossible. But
yeah, it must be so. Like, imagine another thing inside you, like writhing around by your ribs.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, shout out to all the moms out there. You really know how to pump them children out.
That's probably not a nice thing to say to somebody.
Happy Mother's Day in America, I think, somewhere. Is it? Is it Mother's Day?
It was last
a bit late.
Couple weeks ago.
Do you know Mother's Day in the UK is in March?
Oh, really?
The 23rd
That's
of
because
March.
all your holidays are wrong.
Oh, hey, now.
Merry Christmas, Vacant.
Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, and all that. Happy...
Not Hanukkah, though. Freaking anti-Semite.
Oh, no. It's Hanukkah... Yeah, sure, that one. Happy the Jewish one.
Freaking anti-sandwich.
You're not giving us you're not putting out a good impression here.
The problem is, there's not a very strong, not strong, but not a very, large
prevalent
Jewish community, in where I am from. So I don't really know the terminology.
Yeah.
There's, a lot more practicing Muslims and Christians where I am than Jews.
I can tell you from a few people I've known on Tumblr and like the one guy in real life that within Israel there are weebs.
Of course there is.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
there's weebs everywhere. Like, there's this one dude in Saudi Arabia who's like, Hatsune Miku is my waifu.
Hey, we know the one guy from Malawi who's a huge weeb. So
exactly.
I guess it's not too much of a
I was looking on CD Japan and like all the countries, and I was like, oh my god, you can ship something to like Yemen, and it's like $50 in shipping or something like that.
Oh, sure, why not?
I know, that just, yeah, that's how it goes.
You've got me.
I also got, actually, never mind. Yeah.
You've got me typing in random countries and then weeaboo next to it and just seeing what pops up on Google. Anywho.
It's pretty exciting. But, I think we talked about a lot of nothing so far. How about we talk about a lot of something? By the way, talk about nothing is great.
Well,
I like it.
These are some quality content. You shouldn't be dissing our shiz. How to tell the difference between an otaku and a weeaboo. This should be good.
Oh,
honestly, there's not much
going to be
these days when the terminology of weeb has pretty much changed to anyone who likes this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
terminology. And weeb's like turning around in like that sense where derogatory terms become terms of endearment.
Well, yeah, that's why, you say weeb, because like the term weeaboo sounds like too long and stupid. But when you say weeb, you're like, yeah, I'm a weeb, whatever. Oh, stupid weeb.
They are all stupid terms anyway. Wasn't it otaku? Otaku was like the derogatory term, like geek and nerd, like that kind of thing.
The thing with otaku is that it's more of a term there, I would say. So if you call yourself that, it sounds dumb. But if you say weeb, that's like a universal term that anyone can use. Okay. Besides Japanese people, obviously.
I'll tell you what, this, according to this image from some fucking blog, I don't know, it shows otaku is someone who shows their love of anime in moderation, understands when people aren't as keen to a certain series or anime in general, can openly joke and criticize about anime, and would use proper grammar and spelling. Don't know why that's part of the last one.
That's important.
That is not what the definition of otaku is whatsoever.
And it says, I like
the definition.
There is a definition, a real definition. It's from Japan. And
it is, you are a loser who stays at home all the time and consumes lots of media because your life is unexciting.
Yeah. I mean, it basically just means obsessive. And obsessive.
Or that.
Like, how we would call somebody an obsessive. It's just it got tied much stronger to anime culture than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it comes over from Japan. That's one of the few. We just tie all that shit over. Fuck it. It's from Japan. It must be about anime.
I prefer to use the term I enjoy the thing.
I do love
to levels. Which are levels.
Anime is just a cartoon. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Unfortunate soul. Oh, come on, dude. Come on.
No, it is just a cartoon. You shut up. It's animation, you freaking dork.
Yeah, I know. No, this is what the meme's saying. I'm not saying it. This is a meme.
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading. I'm not saying.
I know.
How dare you insinuate?
No, I know.
Actually,
we've had this conversation.
It is actually a cinematic masterpiece that has produced handcrafted drawings.
The cinematic masterpiece of Big Order is beyond your comprehension.
I believe that the beautiful use of fan service here in this beach
beautiful
episode,
use.
the framing of the ass cheeks and the way the light glints off them is fantastic. Anyway,
you're not wrong. Big Order is beyond my comprehension. I don't understand it whatsoever.
I feel the same way as well. Like it's a big order, like a big order of our big topic. What is it, Vacant?
Well, that was the spring season wrap up, but we're going to delve into the
that was the spring season we just talked about, really?
Yeah, well, fucking some of it. I don't know, Mick Jagger being a Titan, and I don't know whatever else there was. Our main topic, the meat of the show, which we normally say it's the main topic, it tends to be the back end of the show.
Would Paul McCartney be in Cavalry instead?
No, he'd be in Attack on Titan. I could see him flying about. Do you think Kanye West would be in Attack on Titan? I could see him being a character.
When he's older, maybe.
When he's older, be a wise, distinguished general.
Yeah, you gotta wait a couple decades for that.
Yeah, okay. John Lennon would be in, like, Naruto, I imagine. I could see him in there. Maybe
just like chilling out with like the reflection from his glasses, and he'd have like a mask over his face.
Yeah. Who would Kiss? Like, what anime would Kiss be in? Would they just make a cameo in K-On! Or something?
Well, they're already in Detroit Metal City almost. So.
Well, that's kind of true.
There's that. By the way, I saw a video of a bunch of cosplayers dressed on the Love Live Kiss costumes, and that was rad.
Were they like?
Cool. Anyways, they were good They're good outfits too. But yeah, they're good cosplayers. But anyways, what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about something that I was inspired by from a forum post. the person's name on mangaraders.com.
Where would that be from? Oh, you just said the name, never mind.
Mangaraders.com, the world's finest manga writer and artist community online anywhere.
Are you trying
in the
to
world.
start a war with my site?
What's your site? What you say?
My site is prowriter.proboard.com.
Shut the fuck up. Pro Writer Pro Board?
It has 2 members. They're both me.
Listen, Pro Writer Pro Board, you're about to go overboard, son. You overstep your boundaries.
I did not come on the show for this bullshit.
It's okay, we're all friends and we love
You
each
come into our house that we
Shit.
built together
In the middle of it.
and shit on your own house.
Shit on my own house.
You shit on your own house. Not in it,
Shit
on
in
it.
my house.
For the world to see.
Yeah, but wait. Yeah, you shit in your house. That's what you do.
No, you're shitting on the house,
You're on
the
it.
roof.
Oh,
The neighbors are looking at us, Barry.
I'm sorry. My name is Dan Don Dervis. You fucking dork.
Stage name is Barry Goldman.
Stage name Barry Goldman. True name Dan Don Dervis.
Stop telling people. Stop lifting the veil. We've got
I
to
have to come clean.
preserve our mystique somehow. It's okay.
Sorry,
No one will ever
okay.
know that Lego is really just Lego is really just noisy, doing an accent.
I'm Lego.
You're not Lego. You try, you fail.
Lego is Noisy, who's doing an accent, and Noisy is actually a computer program we wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he hasn't been on recently, because the program crashed and we can't get it running again.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, the
to
license expired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I'm paying a penny to make this show. Well, fuck that shit.
No way.
Turns out we only had a year-long trial for Noisy.
Yeah. Because, we might at some point get a new account to get the trial again, but
I could, yeah.
Then we'd have to update Flash and our drivers. Yeah.
it's a whole thing. Who still uses Flash?
Noisy.
Noisy, okay.
He actually runs on Flash.
Oh, really?
We love
Like
you,
camera
Noisy.
flash. You take pictures of Noisy. The more pictures you take, the more power.
I don't
The more real he becomes.
That is reality. Anyways, we're talking about something vacant, I think.
Yeah, our main topic is going to be how to write a satisfying conclusion / how to make a good final arc to a story. So it's going to be a nice little writing topic because
Okay.
D Master XD wrote this on the forum and Fairy Tales Ending. So let's go.
And that's the whole episode, everyone. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next time. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to be taking...
The key to a good ending is to cut right to the ending and explain nothing and go to credits.
By the way, I want to talk about the Vacant. Where did you get the theme song for the show?
I googled license free or free to use music, and it was from some site.
Oh.
I have all the details of where it's from. I just can't be arsed to look it up. It's called Ice Blade. I'm sure it is.
Oh, Ice Blade. That's not very exciting. Anyways, okay. How to make a
You
satisfying...
asked.
How to make a Step 1.
Oh, fuck you.
Make a good story.
Oh,
Goodbye, everyone.
Shut the fuck
Step
up.
2, have people invested in that story.
Well, yeah, obviously, a good ending for any story is something that just wraps it up the way it should be. It doesn't necessarily have to conclude everything possible, it just depends on the progression.
Let's say this ending is the overall ending. Like, you're not expecting any more of this thing. You're not, like, doing a cliffhanger or anything to bring up another part. You need to at least answer all the questions that you yourself has asked, right? Like, you don't have to
Show where
resolve
everyone
this
is.
happens to this character and this character and this character and this character. But if you brought up something like, oh, they gotta go do the thing, and then you never tell what happens to them when they do the thing, that's a bad thing to do. You gotta finish that up.
Yeah, definitely.
Doubt.
Any good ending
I
can
love
still leave.
the Animal House version where you just freeze frame on everyone else in the cast and you get like a short 2-sentence wrap up of so-and-so went on to become a weatherman. Jimmy Schmitz married Sally Sanderson and they have 20 children.
Nice.
That's a lot of children.
I like the boys in the
Yes.
hood. where they
One of
walk
them
away.
is evil, but nobody knows which.
Doesn't help that they were all 4 sets of quintuplets, so they all look alike. One of those bitches is evil, or bastards. I don't know, whatever gender they are.
One of them was eaten by spiders from the inside.
And then Mick Jagger came and hoovered up the rest with his ungodly large mouth.
Freaking hoovered it all up.
Mick
They
Jagger.
all think the other
just
one has a better
inhaling
life.
things like Kirby.
Honestly, would you want that as a vacuum? Like you got the legs and you just move along down the floor?
I'm just picturing a Super Smash Bros. Mod where instead of Kirby, he's got a Mick Jagger skin. It's just Mick Jagger's head.
I just want to see Mick Jagger swallowing Samus and then walking around with a little helmet on.
That's gross.
I'm fairly certain that is a specific kind of porn you can find on the internet.
No, it literally is.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's like Vor and everything, is it not?
Welcome to the Vorisode.
Let's not go into the Vorsode.
Please,
Let's not. But we
not.
could talk about the ending
Okay.
of Lego's fan fiction. I was swallowed by Nekomimis.
Okay.
Okay, you're writing Moogie X Cake and you have no room to talk.
Am I writing it?
He's
I haven't
give
written
up.
anything recently.
Okay. We're going to have a sensible, structured debate. It's okay. It's going to be good, guys. Don't worry. I have faith in us all.
Yes, but no. Anyways, like I was saying, a good ending. You could always do more. I think with any kind of ending, you could still have your fancy 10 years later or whatever kind of nonsense like that. You know.
An epilogue.
I mean, technically, I guess a bad ending would be like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
You know,
Feels rushed.
just. But
I think
well, I don't know. I mean, any kind of ending, it's pretty easy to gauge what's good or bad in something you've seen. You know?
writing a good ending, key to me for it all, is that I could sum it up with one word. Your ending has to be satisfying for a reader who's been invested. You know, obviously that differs depending on the genre, the length of the series. Like, obviously something that's been going for years and
You need to make me cry.
It depends on the genre. It needs to just you need to finish it and be satisfied with the end and be able to, have some form of closure. That's not to say every conceivable plot thread should be tied up or like anything. Oh my god, I need to know who that fisherman from 10 arcs ago, did he end up getting a wife and kids? No one gives a fuck. But like as Coryn said, going back to I guess what Coryn said was, when you pose a question to a reader, because the reader should invariably come up with more questions than you give to them, based off the world that you create and the characters that dwell in it. Like, because everyone has different opinions on things, so that's one of the things I love about vast, worlds and stuff. You conjure up your own questions and ideas and theories on how things work that may not necessarily ever be pertinent to the story, but it's fun to guess. But anything that you pose as the author has to be answered, has to have something there. Case in point, something that really bothered me about the ending of Bleach is Kisuke Urahara and Yorichi alive? Do you know these quite important characters to the story? Are they okay? No?
Whatever happened to
Yes.
Bosk?
We don't know.
I'm going to go one step further and say that an ending doesn't have to be satisfying necessarily. If you want your ending to be unsatisfying, because that's perfectly legitimate, but it does need to have closure.
Yeah.
It's like you can want to give an ending that doesn't satisfy the reader if you're trying to, make a point about something, right? Like if you're looking for deeper meaning of some sort, I guess.
I don't
And
mean a
this is
happy
very
ending.
specific. Yeah, and it doesn't.
I keep thinking of like Return of the Jedi as the ultimate like good ending because they literally party at the end and you see like everybody,
But like you can have an ending become very poignant if you don't feel satisfied by it. Like you kind of feel like everyone just gets loses at the end, I suppose.
White Album too. Ugh.
Yeah.
But as long as you have closure, that's an important part of it.
Okay.
Fairy Tale could end with everyone having lunch in a diner, and then a guy with a jacket that says members only walks in, and then it just cuts to black for like several seconds.
I get the reference.
Hey!
I don't.
It's
I thought that was be
Sopranos.
creative.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was purgatory the whole time. Just pull a
Maybe.
Lost.
Yeah. Oh,
No, but,
yeah.
I lost my thoughts.
Yeah.
But no, I think something like White Album 2, which just ends. You know? Like, it literally is just like goodbye. And there's still more of the story. But if you just go by the show, I think, again, something like that definitely left an impression. Because I was like, holy shit, the show just ended at the most dramatic point, you know?
So a
And that's
cliffhanger
really.
of sorts.
No, it wasn't a cliffhanger. It just ended at the most depressing part possible,
Okay.
you know?
But it was a
Which
natural
makes you
thing.
go. And then something like Snafu 2 did the same kind of thing, where it was like, okay, make a decision, and then he's like, haha, as if the end. Which is pretty much every rom-com in anime.
Well,
Make a decision, haha, as if the end.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because if they made the decision, that would kill the fandoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the ships would die.
Obviously there's all the exceptions, but just every shitty one, you know, is like that. Snafu's not shitty, but you know what I mean.
So they have shitty endings.
Well, there could be more. There's still more of the story, but I don't know if I don't think we'll get a third season for that. It was amazing enough to get a second, but
fair enough. What was I going to ask? So, in terms of reaching a satisfying end or an ending that's good for a reader, any advice for you guys of what you would do? You can be genre specific, or you can give
kind of
generic advice.
hard because that's something you again take by a case basis.
Yeah.
You know, you could say you have the big final fight with the villain and everyone's there. It's a grand battle.
Well, we can.
And everyone dies.
Shall we try something then? Shall we try and go genre? Well, I'll throw some genres out there, and we'll try and go from there and see what we can generate.
Yeah.
Because obviously not everything's going to be our forte. I'll start with the one that is what this thread was kind of about, and it's a classic shonen battle manga, like a Boku no Hero Academia, Blue Exorcist, Naruto, Bleach, fairy tale style thing that this guy was asking about. And it's a final arc for that. Dragon Ball Z, etc., etc.
Dragon Ball Z didn't have the best of endings. Hey, family, I'm alive. Okay, gonna ditch you now, bye.
Hey, I've got this little kid I'm gonna train. See you later, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that wasn't the best ending.
No. But,
Goku, you have your own children.
Nah, do I? I don't care.
he's a shitty parent. Oh, Goku.
The worst anime dad of all time is Goku, like, for real.
What about that guy in Full Metal Alchemist who turned his daughter into a monster?
Okay, I didn't watch the show, but maybe the worst, good-natured, if that makes sense.
I mean, he was pretty good-natured. He was just sort of pushed over the edge, and eventually...
He was not ready for it.
He was pushed over the edge and then became, a bit psychotic. And
I mean, he did get his daughter a pet.
Oh, now we're talking about that. Oh, geez. Oh, my God.
His daughter had a pet. He made her a pet.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
No.
The Chimera. That was a weird one. But Dragon Ball Z, that reminds me, one of the really good things, this is one bit of advice I'd give to it, is power of escalation of powers and stakes.
Yeah.
And I guess this could apply to
Again,
most
Gurren
genres.
Lagann has the best example of that. It's literally the most satisfying ending I've ever seen in any series.
Yeah.
Because the whole show is about, we're getting bigger. We're in the galaxy. What the shit? They're using galaxies. It's that kind of thing. It does not get bigger than that.
But
And it just ends ideally.
That's
Bye.
what's good about it, Like I was saying, if it's specifically with battle ones, your villain, the last villain, the big bad, has to be bigger and badder and stronger, or not necessarily stronger, but more of a threat than ever before. There's more tension. There has to be more on the line, more lives at risk. Maybe it's the planet instead of just a country this time, or maybe everybody's in jeopardy. There has to be more and
it's
more.
the whole
more.
universe.
I mean,
Here's a bad guy who wants to destroy the universe. I don't know why he'd want to destroy the universe, but he does.
I mean, that really applies to all plots whatsoever.
I
You
know.
need to increase the drama
As I was
every
saying,
time.
yeah, the tension-wise and as you say, the drama and stakes, those have to be raised consistently. It sounds so simple, but like there are stories and stuff where you've read and you sort of go, oh, okay, there's the peak. And then it sort of comes back and you're like, well, why didn't it end there? And if you're ever questioning...
Cough, Naruto.
Naruto. Like, if you're like, why didn't it end at this point? Then that's a bad thing, ideally. Everyone throws that accusation at Bleach, but it's because Bleach fell to that natural conclusion of Aizen. Aizen was behind everything. And then,
Yeah, Aizen was just too damn good, and you shouldn't have tried to follow up on it.
Nope.
Like, you have Aizen just running away, and you've rescued Rukia, but you don't know of anything else that's going on, and the screen just flashes to, you're gonna carry that weight. Bleach is over.
Oh, Abbey Road has one of the best endings for now. If you consider that it's their last recorded record, it ends with a song called The End. How amazing. That 3-part, you got Golden
Cowboy
Sword,
Bebop is a good anime.
Yeah, they got that from Abbey Road, though.
Yes. I know,
We know.
Yeah, I have to say, because anytime anyone says that, I'm like, yeah, Abbey Road has a good ending. That's how it goes.
But yeah, what was I saying about the shonen-y shit?
You never give me your money.
You never give
You
me
always
money.
give me your funny papers.
Yeah, how about that? But yeah, final villain ideally has to be one that the reader is invested in as well. If you have a character, in the conclusion, if you want a good ending, if you're going for a happy ending or something, or even an ending, you need to try and complete as many character arcs as you physically can. Again, I know this sounds really simple, but it's amazing how many characters you go, weren't they doing something? Wasn't there something they wanted? And then it never, like, it's not like they die or anything, it's just, oh, we don't know. No one cares. Oh, I guess we're not supposed to care about that.
The author forgets.
Exactly. Which is always a shame, because if you're invested in that character... Yeah.
I know of many Dragon Ball fans who are just wondering what happened to Launch.
Yeah. What did happen to Launch?
Well, she was giving the energy to them at the end.
So she shows up in the Boo Saga for like half a second, so she ain't dead.
She was in that energy-giving montage.
Yeah. That was a nice one. But speaking of Dragon Ball Z, that had like a perfect example. Vegeta's character arc was he was the big rival and wanted to surpass Kakarot all the time. And honestly believed that he was superior or he could catch up. And then he comes to terms with it in the final battle when he's watching Goku after he's had his ass handed to him. And he accepts his fate. He accepts that Goku is better than him. He comes to terms with it. And it's really nice. It's satisfying. It's to see that he's grown as an individual and learnt a lesson and,
And if you want to look at it at a different angle too, is when he explodes himself after taking the Majin Buu powers, is when he finally stops being an evil. He finally realizes, oh, I'm a good guy. I gotta sacrifice myself and save the people I love.
He's grown. Good to show these. He had a complete character arc. We got to see him afterwards. He's chilling with his children. Grows a mustache in GT, which we'll never speak of. Fuck that mustache. I don't know what it is, but few mustaches in anime look good, I think. King Bradley was cool. In Full Metal Alchemist, he had a good mustache. Try and think of others. I can't. Anyway. I'm gonna throw out horror. Good final conclusion for horror. Any advice on that? That's really not one that I typically write, so I'm hoping you guys have some.
No more fucking ooh, he's still alive moments.
Okay, but in Halloween that was amazing. But that was also
time,
like 1970 something.
Like I said, the first couple times, fine. No more. Just end it.
Mm-hmm. You could, Don't keep doing the last shot of being, oh, the hand's coming out the ground. Or, oh, they're really there.
With me, when I watch horror and they kill the monster, I want it to be dead. I want them to have a victory. As it is, it's just, fuck it, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. The movie is pointless. The plot is pointless. The character arcs are pointless because they don't accomplish anything. He comes back to life in the end and kills them all.
I like that.
Any...
Maybe the monster was the hero the whole time, and he needed to overcome teenagers.
Constantly killing him. Fuck all these teenagers killing me.
You're just trying to enjoy a nice time at your Camp Crystal Lake, but no, now your mama's dead, and it just... The poor guy. I sympathize.
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th. Well, actually, technically, if you think about it, that was a more surprising ending for that movie, considering Jason wasn't even in it, and then he was like, oh, it's alive, but wait, he was dead, and you didn't even... You know how it goes.
Yeah. Naz is Jason sympathizer.
Jason apologist.
Jason apologist.
Ridiculous.
You don't need to apologize for nothing, baby. I'll just give a little smooch to this hockey mask man in my apartment. Oh, he likes it. He's a cutie patootie.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next 5 minutes in which Brian is visually murdered.
Let's hope not.
Okay.
I just put him down for a nap. He's good. He's good. He's such a good boy.
He's gonna come back. Don't you know? Mystery. Going from romance. Mystery. A final conclusion.
You solve the mystery.
You start by coming up with a compelling mystery to begin with.
Then you solve the mystery, and if you don't solve the mystery, it's pretty shit.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen... Yeah. My advice would be to come up with the
plot twist
mystery, but work backwards. So,
it was the wrench in the living room. Mr. Plum. Frick, it's always Mr. Plum. I swear to God.
It's always Colonel Mustard.
It was
Colonel Mustard. No, Colonel Mustard's innocent. He's a colonel.
No, dude. Because I always played Colonel Mustard. I always ended up being the guy who killed the motherfucker.
It's always Colonel Mustard.
The Plum. Or nobody suspects Mr. Green either.
I suspected that shifty motherfucker.
You know, Colonel Mustard, everyone remembers Colonel Mustard because his name is Mustard. You're like, me, Mr. Mustard, shaves in the dark, sleeps in the park, trying to shut up. But, you know.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Plum.
You've lost me.
I'd work back.
I lost myself.
From a mystery. Because quite often you'll come up with a really cool premise for a mystery and then kind of back yourself into a corner because you don't really know how to keep it engaging.
Oh, yeah. You know, the Hardy Boys books, they were good. Not the Wrestlers. Shut up, Vacant.
I was getting excited at the mention of the Wrestlers.
Yes, step one to writing good mysteries: be smart enough to write a good mystery.
read Hardy Boys.
Because it's hard to come up with a good and interesting mystery that people won't figure out easily.
I mean, yeah, you have to have the correct amount of plot twists and everything. Anyone could figure out it was that unsuspecting person. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. And you have to give them enough information that they feel like they could piece it together, but never enough to actually let them do it.
And that's when you pull the rug from under their feet. And the whole time,
I was gonna say, you've got like one of my favorite movies is Chinatown, where hooray, we've solved the mystery. It didn't really solve the problem, but we know what happened, and now we're all a little bit more sad because we can't change anything. Yay.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I was going to say, solving the mystery doesn't necessarily resolve the plot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
Maltese Falcon wasn't real, and now I have to ditch this lady because I won't play the fool for no dames.
Those dames.
So it's layer.
I prefer the term maiden, honestly.
Hello, fair maiden.
I like that because Iron Maiden, obviously, would you know?
Have you ever
Fair Maiden or Daffy Broads? Those are the only two options.
Not Broads. I don't like that one.
Hello, Broad. Birds.
I don't like
that.
No.
I don't think many would like to be called Broads. Like respond to it well.
I find lass to amuse me as well.
Lass.
That term.
More of an Irish kind of thing. I
I guess so.
People
Or
probably don't.
I
say
recently found out that like Sheila is a thing, which it sounds really dumb.
You've never heard of Sheila's?
in Australia.
Yeah, Bruce's and Sheila's.
It sounds dumb.
Oh, she's a rad, lovely Sheila.
Sounds like freaking
It just sounds like a cartoon thing an Australian person would say.
Yeah.
Jungle Sheena Jungle. I don't know, whatever. Sheena Ringo. Hi.
Is he a Bruce or is she a Sheila? You know, that's just what they kind of say. I fucking love the Australian people. Shout out to Australia, good country.
Shout out to Courtney Barnett.
Yep.
She's Australian and awesome.
She Australian. And, you know, any other... I was going to go through genres, but I can't be asked.
Well, if you have, like, you know, your mundane slice of life, you don't need to have a big ending for stuff like that, you know? Usually a lot of those shows are just, like, maybe they have, like, a graduation, or they think about what they did in the series or something like that.
So a sense of progression. A sense of
or
what makes it good?
Yeah, it's always like a graduation, and I really hate when it's sappy and they cry. I liked in K-On! Because, you know, they didn't cry. They were just like, yeah, that's it, goodbye, you know.
So is K-On's ending good for you?
The ending of the series is okay, but the ending of the movie is amazing. Because
Why?
the movie gives it way more meaning. Because in the series, you know, they make the song for Azusa and everything, but you don't see them make it or anything, which is the whole point of the movie.
Yeah.
The movie has like that last trip, but of course the UK trip is like really short in comparison to the rest of it. And there's some moments like when they're chilling in the classroom and the lighting and everything is just like, oh my God, it's so amazing. It's right on point. It is a very satisfying conclusion. In comparison, like Love Live's ending with the movie, like it was fine, but it was like more normal.
Yeah.
You know? They just had like their big idol show with all the people and they were like, yeah, this is something. You know, it is a lot bigger scale and silly in comparison to something as grounded as that. But really, if you do a freaking romance and they don't get together in the end, you are shit. You are a shit writer and you shouldn't write. Unless the point is that they don't get together.
Yeah, I was going to say, so is it...
make that shit have a conclusion. Some kind of like rejection or whatever, you know.
So a romance can only be good if it's the pairing gets together in the end.
Well, if it's just some garbage show where they just mess around, freaking dick around the whole series, like that sucks. You know? I've seen a lot of shows like that and that's lame. I mean, okay, like School Rumble, for instance, like there obviously something like that was never going anywhere. But any of these series where the main character he has to pick between two, and then the last second someone stops him. You know what I hate the most is when the main character is about to like do something with another character, and then like the childhood friend or whatever butts in. It's like, oh, you can't do that, you freaking stuff like that legitimately pisses me off now. You know. As soon as I see any of that bullshit, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. You know?
Yeah.
But
the only true ending for any harem anime is just an orgy, and anything short of that is a weak-willed cop-out.
For real? Yes.
Yes.
If you're just this full-on trashy harem show, you better go all the way. Otherwise, what is the point? Why are you a harem show if there's no harem ending? That's stupid.
Commit, man.
Tease the harem.
Again, harem is like easily like the worst genre, I would say. Like, if I had to choose.
Then for something subversive like Konosuba, it ends with Kazuma just walking away.
I don't think
and having a nice quiet life with himself.
It's not a harem, though. You know,
it is aspects of a harem.
Yeah, but
which I appreciate.
It has aspects, sure, but it's not like the other shows, you know. There's more to it than that.
Yeah.
But I guess the aspects are in place. Something like that doesn't necessarily need any kind of hookup. And if there was one, it'd be with Megaman, anyways.
I mean, you can hope that.
Well, like, think of the lolly bath scene.
Let's not think of lolly bath scenes.
I try not to.
Let's move on from lolly bath scenes.
It's one of the funniest parts of the series. That's why I meant that you should think about it. My God.
Yeah, let's move on from that. Just before we wrap up, one last question I want to ask. Can you guys give me real quick one of the most disappointing endings that you can remember from a certain show?
School Days.
School Days didn't have a disappointing ending. It had the ultimate ending.
I was super disappointed.
That's true.
But why would you be even appointed from School Days? Like, what would you expect to happen in that series? In order to be disappointed,
I was so
you have to be
confused.
appointed. And how would you be appointed by School Days? You know,
I kind of get what you mean.
like, what do you expect to happen in that series? That they
I
just feel like,
expected them to at least finish the plot with all of the characters.
I guess that makes sense, but no, man. I think that it's the ultimate ending. They went all the way. They're like, you know what? This is what we're about. And I respect.
I mean, because like there was a bunch of other girls in that show that didn't actually get an ending.
That is actually true. Yeah, they just kind of like did nothing at all. It was just about those three. Yeah.
Yeah, and like all other characters were important, but they just kind of forgot them, and it became down stab, 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 vote.
Fair enough. That's true. Oh, Chunibu 2, shit ending. By the way, didn't need to make that serious. Again, that is not how you do a romance show. Just don't take that advice. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's hard to think of bad endings because most of the time I think endings are fine. Really.
Okay, fair enough.
My go-to bad ending for anime is what is it? My mental choices are completely ruining my life. Whatever.
Yeah.
Where
what was
the
the ending?
universe
All they did was
takes
like,
the
have a
main
snowball
character, sits him down, shows him the three girls, and says, "Look, you gotta fucking pick one, bro."
fight. Oh,
and
then
he goes,
then he did.
"But what if it just snowed and it started snowing and the
That was-
status quo continues for fucking ever?"
Yeah, because
That
they
was-
The whole
chase
show
him.
was dumb.
They
That was
ch-
really dumb.
They chase him and go, "You gotta decide." And then
And he didn't.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Evangelion has a good ending. This TV series has a good ending. It makes sense in context to the rest of the show. Obviously, the end of Evangelion, like that's mind sizzling. And I just want to defend Evangelion. It's a good ending.
It is.
They're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe nowadays. Well, it seemed like before I watched the show, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, stupid, worst ending. Congratulations, ha ha ha." But then you watch it and it makes sense.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know.
I'm still not convinced it makes sense. I still think people are lying to themselves that it actually makes sense.
Oh,
I think
no, it
it's
doesn't make
fine.
sense.
I just don't think it makes
But
sense.
you haven't
It was
sat down
fine.
and watched the whole series yet, have you?
I tried once. I just
I mean,
couldn't make it.
It's a masterpiece. I'll fight you.
I'll fight you.
You gotta get past episode 6.
Oh no, have I fallen into the weeb definition now?
Yeah, you're
As
fighting.
if I
people
haven't
over it.
already.
My go-to for
Manimal, how many episodes have you spent on an anime podcast?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a telling factor
Yeah.
by now. You know how it goes. That's my new phrase. I can't stop saying that.
That's
you
how
know
it
how
goes.
it goes.
You know how it goes. My go-to example would be Guilty Crown for a disappointing ending because yes, they saved the world. Yes, they stopped the thing, but I guess it's because the entire show is kind of lackluster. But literally the main protagonist at the end of it is just sitting there sad. Like, it doesn't even focus on him at the end. It just sort of, we save the world. He's blind. He's got a sad life.
Okay.
They don't spend time about it. Like, it just sort of, yeah, and there's Shu, sitting there blind. Bye.
The only thing
That's it.
that matters about Guilty Crown is the one opening, My Dearest, which is one of the best openings of all time.
And the Supercell ending as well. That was really good. That's the second one.
Wasn't an opening or ending. It was Supercell. It was My Dearest.
Oh, we
I
meant
don't know if it was an opening or ending because I didn't watch the show.
ending.
It was an opening. It was an opening.
Was it
My Dearest
opening?
was an
Okay,
opening.
never mind. Yeah, it was really good.
I want to
Whatever it
give
was.
a shout out, just a quick
Oh,
shout
erased.
out to
Erased.
oh,
Worst ending. Yes. Bad ending.
to
Terrible
an
ending.
ending that I hated, but the more we get away from it, I love it. Is just Panty and Stocking. Of, oh man, here's the drop that we're gonna have teasing the second season, and then it never happened. And it, as it continues to not happen, I respect it.
Do you know what? Yeah, because it's panty and stocking. I'll lay it off. But yeah, I was annoyed at that
Yeah,
ending.
Erased had a bad ending. Talked about it before.
Erased.
Again, like I said, silly ending. Just really like, like, it was like the author was like, I have a good idea for a series. Everyone was like, it's going good. How's it going to end? I don't freaking know.
That goes into the mystery part now, where it's like he sort of didn't really work backwards. They just sort of had a great premise, and it gets weaker over time.
Yeah. And then Nana had one of those endings where it was like, there's no more source material. What are we going to do? So they did like a flash forward, and it kind of made sense. It wasn't the most satisfying, but it was all they could do. Paradise Kiss had a really good ending, actually. And I don't know. I can't think of disappointing endings right now. Hibike Euphonium 2 had an amazing masterpiece ending.
Okay.
Fury ending, yes.
Never mind. We'll leave good endings for another time on another show. Yeah. But that is us drained. That is our nutsacks drained and emptied. We have nutted for an hour and a half or whatever we've done here. We are done. Episode. I was trying
to think of the ending of Sushi Police, but I can't remember.
No one gives a fuck about the ending of Sushi Police. Please.
You think that I cared anymore by the time I got to episode 2? I was freaking done, but I watched it all.
I haven't even watched Inarugaru, but I can guarantee its ending is the strongest of anything we've brought up on this show.
Of course
it
is.
Like, we've seen pictures, and it was amazing.
He was a doctor at one point. I mean,
it was amazing.
Maybe we'll have to do a live watch at some point again.
Because the last episode hasn't been subbed yet. But yeah,
we'll find it. It's fine. That's something in the pipeline we can do. A little live reaction that won't get taken down by YouTube, I'm sure.
I mean, we're gonna have to do our own fan dub at some point, so we'll get there.
Will. Okay, we'll talk about that more off air. I need to ask about that. But before we go, any other parting shots from you guys?
I'm gonna have to take a parting shot to the elbow.
You took one to the elbow already.
To the shoulder.
He's got 2 elbows.
That's true.
To the window. To the wall.
I'm gonna give you my all.
That's not the words. Never mind.
Thank you, Kids Bop version of Manimal.
You call it Kids Bop version?
Can you take us out on your nice clean rap, please, Manimal?
I like things which ring like my dream. My messages are as disposable as a posable McDonald's figure. Throw that in your microwave oven and cook it until it's in the Steven. The sun burns down on my face. It's a disgrace, but I can't trace. When I use markers, I color SpongeBob purple, call the cops because the nurse. Shut up.
That's what's done.
You said purple, and I was wondering how you're going to get out of it.
I didn't. I just said nurple.
Anything sort of nurple.